Enhancing vehicle features and usability is one of the key aim of the automotive industries, and that is why every now and then there's just always an increase in the changes around how vehicles are manufactured. You know, talking in general terms, to actually increase vehicle efficiency, weight reduction is very, very important. When it comes to combustion engine vehicles, you have to consider a lot of aspects around the OEMs, that contributes to weight um, addition, right? Because everything on the vehicle, like 95% of the components, are actually made of solid stuffs, right? You talk about the you talk about the chassis, you talk about the brake drum, you talk about the brake disc, you talk about the body frame. Everything is always constituting of iron, right? Which also include things that add weight, also include the fuel, right? The fuel that is inside your fuel tank, or the diesel that's inside your vehicle. All these things are factors that add weight to the vehicle. But for the fact of going through, so before I jump into electric vehicle, analyzing and comparing these two weight factor, we have to look at the effects of weight on combustion engine. The more weight a combustion engine has, the more power it's required to actually move. So the more fuel consumption you actually experience, and um, the more carbon it actually produces, right? So because it is important to tackle carbon emission on vehicles, electric vehicles become the norm of the 21st century, right? So to actually tackle this, battery is used, and when battery comes on the IC or the combustion engine, is ticked up, is removed, right? It's not there anymore. So the battery pack replaces the combustion engine and certain other components like the fuel tank, the exhaust linkages, all that are taken off, reducing their weight completely. So the entire system of EV, like the battery, is the most heavy part of an EV, right? So how can this actually be tackled? Like, how can automakers create battery that are less heavy? Because batteries are very, very heavy, right? They are very heavy, right? So there is a new research, where vehicle system, like the tire body frame, which includes the chassis, is going to make up the battery composition, right? But this, I don't think, should be the lithium ion battery, because that will mean more risk in terms of accident, in terms of hazard, right? That would not really be technically safe for human driving. So, but that is actually a way to go, right? Because right now you are using this, like the structure of the vehicle is actually going to be the power generation. But I'm thinking that this innovation is going to really see a success as soon as the the I think the the zinc structure of battery composition, or the air structure of battery composition, is actually, fully introduced. And once they gain active use, because they are very light in weight, and should be less expensive, right? Especially for the fact that they are light in weight, so it's much more user friendly. But the key thing that they are looking to break into is to actually add more range on them, to actually be recyclable, and much more, go much further range, to be able to kick the lithium ion on the bot. But I don't know, that might really take a long time. But this is actually one way that vehicle can actually gain a 0 slash on weight reduction, and that is just going to be awesome. So you just look out for that, because that is actually the future of automaking, and it's just going to be so mind-blowing, and we look forward to it. So thank you for watching this video. I encourage you to like this video and subscribe to it, as I will be bringing you much more educative video content like this one. So bye bye.